So last time we invaded a country, we learned that there was an evil plot to do something, revive a dark god, whatever. We're gonna do it. Took us like 50 turns. This time, we're gonna invade a different country. Spoilers. Sugar got married, that's nice.
Oh, lovely for him.
Oh yeah, I should probably mention that there's another person here this time.
Oh, yes.
His
That
name,
guy.
His name is That Man. His name is a cartoon duck, and he knows nothing at all about this game.
Or even any Fire Emblem game.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Basically my first.
I was gonna say you should get Fire Emblem Fates, but it's not out for you guys yet.
I don't even have a 3DS, so...
Wow, really? Do you have like a Wii U?
I do, yeah.
How do you own a Wii U and not a 3DS?
Why should I own both?
Because 3DS has got all the game on them. Also, look at this dude. This dude's definitely not a bad guy.
That's a mighty double chin. That's a respectable military leader.
Definitely. So, if you remember last time, not you, Duck, because you were not there last time, but last time, Elshan, the guy in the center there, stopped an invasion of Granville by, and the guy who was invading was like, well, as soon as the king dies, we're going to be, invading there. Then the king died, and now they're invading. Sorta. So this is Elshan's sister. In Awakening, they translate her name as like Rak. It's I can't pronounce it. It's obviously like one of the great gods of fate. I don't know how to pronounce that one either, but it's obviously yeah, Lachesis. I'll agree with you. This is where the incest finally starts in this game.
Wait, what?
This is a game all about incest.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
No wonder you're playing it.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of incest. Definitely. So Shan's gonna go convince the king to not invade this country. But look at that face. You can't...
Wait, the double chin is the king?
Yeah.
God damn, that's even better.
Well, he was a prince, but then he became the king by his father being assassinated by him. Spoilers. I don't know if they have actually like confirmed that, but he totally killed him.
I'd still trust him. It's a mighty double chin.
Also,
Mark of a good leader of men.
Also, Elshan is also a king. I don't really understand how, but he's called a king like all the time. That's probably because he's got the holy blood. Oh yeah, I didn't describe holy blood to you, but... And then the evil guy is here, naturally.
Man, Floyd, that's a good evil name.
Yeah. He's a member of the evil cult. Play. It's not. He doesn't. He's not even gonna. He's not even like, yeah, that'll totally work. He's like,
whatever, man.
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Maybe in my spare time.
All right. How do we say this lady's name again?
You mean Lachesis?
Lachesis. All right. I'll try and.
I'll try a new pronunciation every time.
Yeah. So this is one of the knights that Elshan said that he was leaving behind. They're really good. Like, I wish I could have them instead of like Alec and Noish, who are two of our knights, who are kind of crap. Also, Lachesis is totally into Elshan, even though they're I think they're direct siblings. And even if they were step siblings, it'd still be messed up, but...
Yep. So, what's the story behind Foreheadman here?
He's a knight. He's really good at being a knight. Two other knights were left behind to guard the castle.
God damn, those two were results of inbreeding, alright.
Maybe, but we can't know because they don't have holy blood.
Yeah, but they sure look identical enough. Oh hey, there's our blue-haired protagonist.
Yeah, and his faithful squire? I don't really know if Oifei
Wait,
is
that's a
supposed
boy?
to... Yeah, it's Oifei. Man, just you wait. Oifei is gonna grow up and show you what for. Anyway, Sigurd's totally willing to invade another country, because he hasn't invaded a country in like a couple months, so...
Yeah, he's going to withdraw here.
So this is Sigurd's wife. In Awakening they translate her name as Theodora, so I'm gonna try and remember to call her that instead of Deidre.
Oh hey, gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Our first turn. Alright, the music in the stage is really weird. It's very like calm, even though there's like multiple invasions going on.
Jesus, that's a ton of dudes.
Yeah, all the guys on horses are going to advance towards this castle. This is our next unit. Spoilers, when we go and talk to her, she'll join our side. She's the kind of like est of this game, I guess, in that she starts off as garbage, and then as time goes on, she becomes really good. Not through stat growths. Her stat growths are also kind of bad, but when she promotes, she becomes really good. She's got the minor holy blood of Hezul, which gives her like plus 30% strength to us or something. That's really good. And she can use staves, which is good because she's not going to kill anybody in combat with her 6 strength and sword lock. So the prayer sword is really good. The prayer sword is female only, and it gives the prayer skill, which is if you have less than 11 hit points left, then you gain a dodge bonus of 11 minus your current hit points times 10, so that's pretty good. The other knights that Elshan left behind, they're really good.
Wait, is it a girl or a guy?
I think in this one they're all supposed to be guys, but they released like a manga for Fire Emblem 4, and I think Eva was a girl in that one. It doesn't really matter. They're not going to do anything other than...
It's all girl names, so...
I guess Eve is a girl's name, but... Alva?
Eva is German for Eve, so...
They will follow, her around... Lachesis, thank you. Just keep reminding me until I get it. No matter where she goes on the map. And if they all survive, then they give her a item, which is really good, so we're gonna try and get that. And to get that item, you need to go fast, because, these guys are gonna go over there, and even though these guys suck compared to them, there's a lot of them. So, they will eventually kill them. Also, to note, Elliot's got a silver lance that he drops, which we want on Tran, because he's the only person who can use it. This guy, he's just kind of here. Get used to that face, because it's like the generic enemy leader face for the rest of the game.
What a good waste of a perfect mustache.
He's got a return ring. The return ring is pretty much worthless because we have units that want to cast return every single turn. But, I mean, I guess it's kind of useful on Sigurd. And, here's this guy. He's not much of a threat. He's just kind of a speed bump in the way. So, if we go into the castle, here's where we load the save state. No, whoops, wrong save state. Wrong save state again. What? Maybe it's this one?
Third time's the charm.
Nope. Okay. Okay. I guess we gotta restart. I'll just run through it real quick. I guess I just
Can't you just use the reset button on the assassin?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No, not reset. I mean rewind.
Oh, maybe, but I
That's
won't.
the button that I always spam when I'm not feeling up to it.
Now there's just going to speed through all this. Yeah, all that progress of looking at other units. Alright, we'll just have Sigurd go through the arena. There's a special arena fight in this arena. Like last time, I went through all the arena fights already, and
So is Sigurd already promoted, or is he just?
yeah, he's already
on a
promoted.
horse?
He shows up at he shows up promoted.
Oh.
So this is Holland. Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna need it every time I look at her. I'm gonna need to relearn her name. So Holland is special in that he's not the real final boss of the arena, and that he's crap. So he's very easy to beat. And then after you beat him, he's like, "Hey, what's up? You're pretty cool. Let me join your squad." And then we get Holland. That being said, I went through the arena with everybody. Here's how far they got. Ardan did not do very good, but that's how it goes. So,
Wait, is there a little kid in your army?
yeah, this is Dew. He's a thief, and there's no reason for him to be in our army, but he is, so
What the fuck, dude?
that's just how it goes. We employ child soldiers here. We have no problem with that. Holland has minor Odo blood, which means he's from Isaac, which is the country we're at war with. He's like, what do they call her in Awakening in Ira? I don't know, we'll just call her Ira. He's a mercenary, Myrmidon, whatever you want to call him. They're kind of the same thing in this game. But instead of Astra, like he's got Luna, which just completely reduces somebody's defense to 0 for an attack, which is pretty good. And it's skill percentage chance of happening, so 1 in 5 attacks will just ignore defense. He's the other, like, good, I guess, husband for Ira. But we're probably just going to go with Lex because it's good to have units. Also, while I was doing the arena, Theodora got killed in the arena, so she's down to 1 hit point, but that doesn't really matter. And she's got a very important conversation with Ethelyn at the start. Ethelyn is our main character's sister. Theodora is just completely changing the subject.
Oh hey, free upgrades.
Yeah. So we get the light sword. The light sword is extremely good. It's 1 to 2 range, and at 2 range it casts magic. It casts the lightning spell, which I think is the worst light spell, but it's still really good. Oh yeah, it says at the bottom there, lightning. If I was doing like a ranking run or a speed run or anything like that, I would just immediately give this to Sigurd, and then he would just kill the rest of the enemies for the rest of the game. But we're not going to do that because we want to pass that down to Ethelyn's son, who I'm a big fan of. So all of our cavalry are going to rush forward. I said last map that this map is really unforgiving to foot-mounted units, because they will not get to participate in the fight, because everybody else is just going to leave them in the dust, and you got to move fast in
To protect Lachesis and your Laches.
Yeah, at the beginning you need to move fast to protect her, and then, spoilers, this guy up here, I don't remember what the castle's name, but the lord's name is Macbeth. He'll release a bunch of, bandits to go pillage down these towns in the center, and, if you were able to save this town right here, you get something really good, and we're gonna get that. But, that'll come up later. Actually, wait. Does he have the killer bow? Yeah, he does. Okay.
So you keep mentioning how their names are pronounced or translated in Fates. Is Fates connected to this game, or is this just some DLC stuff?
Well, I'm saying how it's done in Awakening, which is the game before Fates. So in Awakening, there was an option. It's called like a... I don't even remember what it's called. But you could basically summon teams of people from the past. Because Awakening's thing is that they thought it was going to be the last Fire Emblem game. So they're just kind of like, alright, throw in everything that we want to put in a Fire Emblem game. And so they had a bunch of like teams from past games that you could fight. And in English, they still had games from games that weren't released in English, like this one. So some of the names are different. There's a couple in particular that people get a little bit upset about. But we won't see those until later. But I try and use the names from Awakening when I remember them, unless they're really dumb, like the princess here. Also, this is Elliot. He's a confirmed nice guy. Just put the fedora and the neckbeard on him, and there you go.
Smooth.
Yeah. So our goal here is to kill as many of these units as possible to stop them from killing the knights, because we need them alive to get an item, and to kill Elliot with Tran, because he can use the lance that Elliot drops. Okay, here we go. Macbeth is about to throw out those bandits. So yeah, Chagall, kind of a bad leader. Got a message from somebody on Skype who might wanna...
Yeah, I think it's Hokuto.
I'll add her to the call. Yeah, so even if we were to somehow get up there, which we can't do because of, like, bears on the map that we can't go past, we couldn't even fight those guys because they're still neutral. Hello.
Yo.
So you missed the opening to this chapter. We're invading another country, because that's what we do.
You know what's dumb?
Yeah.
You marry your butler, and then when you beat the game, he continues being a butler.
Well, yeah, I mean...
That's basically what being a husband is, isn't it?
Being a butler is all that dude knows. Also, it's really messed up if you marry that butler, because all of his supports with, like, literally everybody else except for you are really good. And
I've been doing his supports with other people.
Yeah, but all of his S supports are better with other people because they're better.
Well, that's okay. Next time I'm going to marry Leo.
That's your brother. You can't marry your brother.
I'm going to marry my brother.
Wow.
My Oni-chan.
Yeah, it's not like there's precedent in this series for relationships like that.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, isn't this the game where you can marry cousins in order to create more powerful dudes?
It depends on the situation. Sometimes they're not more powerful.
Oh,
yeah,
but you can marry your cousin anytime.
Yeah. what's her name? Holland and Ira are cousins, like distantly, and you can get them married, and they, like, Holland will then come out and say, like, hey, guess what, we're cousins, and Ira's like, okay, cool. And then in the second generation, there are people who are direct cousins, like not even once removed, they're just cousins straight up, and after they get married, they say, like, hey, we're cousins, and then the girl's like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, isn't it? And then they go on to be married.
Wow. Okay, so I'm selecting dudes at the end of Birthright. Why am I selecting dudes?
Those are cards to carry on to your next playthrough that you can hire in the avatar shop.
I probably won't bother, but let's see what I've got here. Hiro, Sakura, Ryoma, Takumi. Who else is worth bringing?
Midori. Actually, wait, no, you killed Kaze through inaction. So you didn't even get Midori. Wow.
I didn't get most of the kids, actually.
Most of the kids in Birthright are complete trash, so it's okay.
Yeah, like, Dwyer's not very good.
I don't even remember who Dwyer is.
That's Jacob's son.
Oh yeah, well, he's bad all the time.
Who is also a career butler, despite being born to a princess of 2 kingdoms.
Well, she's only a princess of 1 kingdom when the game starts, so...
Oh, so if you're only a princess of 1 kingdom, then your kid becomes a butler.
Yeah.
I mean, princes are basically a dime a dozen.
You're
That's
like
true.
You are the
Harsh but fair.
3rd kid in line.
No, I'm like the 8th kid in line.
No,
Exactly.
you're the 3rd king in line for Nor. And the 3rd king in line for... Well, the 4th kid in line for,
For sure.
for Shido. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Pretending to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What? No, obviously you've played the game that hasn't been released in Europe yet.
It's hard not to absorb some stuff from sheer cultural osmosis.
It's cultural osmosis of the Toa IRC, in which we never talk about anything other than Fire Emblem.
Yes. And robots.
Yeah.
So about that pebble.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've got Phoenix Casual and Classic. How good is Phoenix mode?
Phoenix mode is if you're a dumb baby who doesn't like to play video games.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll do
yeah, that's the
casual
mode
then.
that
I'm
people
a
don't play,
casual.
isn't it?
I recommend playing on casual because casual lets you make battle saves, which, there's a lot of levels where you do the first part and it's like 0 issue, and then you get to the second part where you could like actually conceivably die, and then if you do die, then you need to play through the first part again, and the first part is just like 5 turns of moving forward and attacking.
Wow.
It's not great.
I see.
Anyway, these knights are going to not get killed here, but we're going to make sure that they don't get killed. The AI knows how to use Kanto in this game to let them attack a guy like 9 times in a row with cavalry.
It's pretty good. The girl hairstyles in this game are not very good. I'm just gonna say that right now.
They've got the crazy out of control hairstyle,
They do, yeah.
and they let all the girls wear it, unlike in Awakening where you had to be like a 10-year-old to wear it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Well, you don't really plot any intrigue in Conquest. The Conquest story is really bad, but on the other hand, Conquest is actually fun to play. Which makes it very distinctly unlike Birthright. Birthright's bad. I'm not a fan.
I was talking with a friend about today, and his impression from playing both was that Conquest had better characters that were better about existing. Because in Birthright, like, half of your siblings fall off the face of the earth.
Takumi does things.
Yeah, Takumi does things, but Like, Midori and Sakura might as well not exist.
Midori's a child. She's not even a Toshido sibling. You're talking about Hinoka.
Hinoka. Oh my god, did I say Midori?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess that proves your point that she doesn't really matter.
Yeah, see?
I guess I agree. The siblings in Nora don't really matter at all either. But they're better.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I agree.
you need to use them. Like, you don't... like, I mean, I guess you could not use them, but you really need to use them, because otherwise you are going to get destroyed.
No, I'm fine with using them. I'm gonna marry Leo, so...
You can't do that.
He's gonna be my husband, though.
He's your brother. You can't just marry your brother.
I'm getting the impression that everybody in Fates is related to you.
No, just 4 out of, like, I don't know what, like 16, and then 16 children before, or 16 people before children.
That's still kinda bad odds, to be honest.
You don't, you get to pick. It's not like you flip a coin and then use that to decide who you marry.
No, that's basically what marriage is like when you're in the aristocracy. It's all political, man.
Yeah.
It's true. But on the other hand, your dad could not care anymore, or not anymore, but any less about you, so...
Yeah, that's why I have to marry somebody high-ranking and powerful.
Or you could marry, like, a
Love?
child
Like a
from the
cousin?
future. It's really messed up that you can marry people who have been alive in your timeline for a week or so, or whatever it's supposed to be, because they got put into the baby realm.
Okay,
The
you have
whole
to
baby
explain this
realm
to me.
thing is just messed up in general.
Yeah.
For
You really have to
many,
explain this to
many
me. I keep hearing
reasons.
about it. And I have no fucking idea what's going on
Okay.
except it's...
Okay,
Okay,
so...
I'll explain.
Okay,
So, basically, like, have you played Fire Emblem Awakening?
Nope.
this is his
okay.
first experience with Fire Emblem.
Okay,
Outside
then
of
I'm
IRC
going to
chat.
give the Fire Emblem Awakening context first, which is that the game is about a horrible future that ends up having influence on the past, and you like get knocked from the future to the past, and you're trying to change the future. So, in the context of that game, when your characters fall in love and make babies, your babies come in as adults from the future. This makes sense, right?
Adults. Like, in quotes.
Technically, yes.
Adults, quote unquote.
Anime adults, as in teenagers.
Yes, teenagers from the future. They're all Sailor Moon, Sailor Chibi Moon, or whatever. Okay, so far
Yep.
so good.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Fire Emblem Fates. There's just an astral plane with a bunch of pocket dimensions, and you leave your babies there to keep them safe from the enemy armies, because that's the safest place to raise a baby. And you leave them there with a bunch of attendants, and they grow incredibly fast, like hyperbolic time chamber fast.
I want to point out that you have your own pocket dimension in which time doesn't go fast, and it's
Yes.
full of your people, and you don't leave your kids there.
Yes, and it has been established that enemies are the faceless are attacking these other pocket dimensions, and that when you leave your retainers and kid in these dimensions, they come under attack all the time. So even the reason for leaving the kids there falls apart.
Amazing.
Also, the
Yeah.
best part is after you get your first marriage, the game tries to give you like an explanation of all this, and it's like, yeah, there's bad stuff going on, so you leave your kids in the baby dimension, and it gives it gives like a really bad explanation of all of it.
Yes. It explains it all very factually.
Yeah. Also, if you there's only 2 people in the game that can do this. But if your kid has siblings, then you leave your kid in the baby dimension, but then you find a different baby dimension to put your other kid into?
Yes, because everyone has one individual child, so like the waifu has one child and the husbando has one child.
No, all
So-
the children are all determined by their father.
Oh, okay.
But Azura
Like, your
and
hero
your
will have a kid, and then if you marry your butler will have a kid. And these two separate kids are raised in two separate dimensions, neither knowing of the other one's existence.
well, they sort of know the other one's existence.
No, they don't. No, they're like, oh hey, you're my sister.
Also, Flying Flame, I want to correct you. The explanation is not the hyperbolic time chamber; it's the hyperbolic baby chamber.
Yes. But where the babies are raised in 10 times gravity.
Yeah. And the best part is most of the kids really are not good as units.
Correct.
Like in this game, all the kids are extremely good. But in Fates, there's a lot of kids that are just worse than their parents.
Yes.
Alright, please do not crit,
Strictly
Medill.
inferior, yes.
So does the plot ever actually do anything with that? Like
No.
No, never.
generation of kids that
No.
grew up completely unattached from their parents and okay.
Nope.
So
Nope, they're just part of the army.
that's
All in the
amazing.
same timeline. No repercussions whatsoever.
That's fucking amazing.
Right?
Yeah. And the best part is that's not even Thor's part of the plot of Fates.
Come on, spoil me.
Okay.
I played anyway, so
So,
Well, let's not spoil it for Twitch chat.
yeah, I guess
Right.
that's true.
We could spoil it on IRC later.
Yeah, I will give you all the details.
We are good Twitch chat people.
Alright. Chuan's gonna get the kill against Elliot, so he's gonna get the lance. Hey, remember this game that we're playing? Fire Emblem 4?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
And not Fire Emblem 14? It's a very different game.
Yeah.
So while we're on the topic of babies, you mentioned something about your characters having babies. I assume Fire Emblem 4 is it? 4?
Yeah, in Fire Emblem 4, there are
You
children.
just do generation skips, right? Like skip
Uh,
forward 10, 20 years?
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. And, it happens after chapter 5. Yeah, chapter 5. We got the kids, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well,
I-
shit, that's my bag.
I like this dialogue here. I usually try to keep our troops off foreign soil, except for that time that I invaded a country, at the drop of a hat, without any blessing at all from our central
It
government.
was one time you invade a nation, suddenly you're known for that. Everywhere you go, yeah, you're
What?
that guy who invaded the nation.
I mean, this is the second time. We're currently in the second invasion.
Yeah, exactly. It's hardly enough for reputation.
Oh no, wait. Okay, never mind. We got approval of the king. All right, never mind. This is totally okay.
Oh, are you committing regicide now?
No, the regicide was already committed. We are now trying to save the
Kill the
country.
prince.
Yeah, kill the prince, which is different because it's
Oh.
okay.
Isn't he technically the king, though?
No, he hasn't inherited the right yet.
He's a bad person, so it's okay. We can
So
kill
he's
him.
just king to be, so it's like proper regicide.
No, he's already killed. He's already the king. But we're gonna kill him because he's not the rightful king, probably.
Well, that makes it all better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Arden's got a very important mission in this level. So the first requirement is that he cannot be married, which would be
What?
yeah. It's
This beautiful man not to be married?
yeah. He can get married after this. He won't, but he could.
Jesus. Don't leave
Spoilers.
my man Arden hanging.
Yeah. He's a powerful man, and I wish he could get married, but he's got a very important job, and he needs to get to this tile, and not be married, and then we get an item, and the item is insanely good. Like
Wow.
it might literally be the best item in the game.
That's great requirement. He needs to stand here while unmarried.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was like in the last chapter where we needed to send our axe guy to stand on a certain tile with an iron axe. Because even if he had a steel axe, that event wouldn't have triggered, and then he would have been weaker.
So are there any hints for that, or is it just
No.
the kind of thing where you're supposed to buy a guide?
Yeah, buy a guide, find it there.
Nice.
The bandits get closer to the village. We've got 11 turns.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
You're the ocean's great waves, destined to seek life beyond the shore just out of reach.
I am the ocean's grey waves. I've been told this many times by my sorta sister.
Yeah, your weird anime sister.
My vaguely, sorta, kinda my sister.
Yeah.
Azura is the worst. I'm not. She's bad. I don't like her. Everything about her is not good.
I'm just... Let's see. Link this stream.
Oh, okay, so last time when we got, well, all the previous female characters we've talked about marrying them. So, how do I say her name again, Duck?
Lachesis?
Lachesis? Alright, I'm gonna remember it this time.
I keep pronouncing it differently every time, so...
I will continue to pronounce it however the last time you pronounced it as, So, in the canon, because this game has a sort of canon, sort of.
One would assume.
We get another unit later in this level. He comes down, from, like, right here. His name's Beowulf. And, he's a mercenary knight. And he is, Okay, so, in Fire Emblem 5, which is the sequel to this game, and by sequel I mean the inter-equal, because it takes place, like, in between. Lachesis, has two kids, Delmund and, Nana. And Delmund is the son of Beowulf, and Nana is the daughter of Finn. So those are her two, like, canon pairings. Also, Dew has something to say to her. He gives her another stolen object that is highly illegal, but we're gonna get it because it's nice to have.
Highly illegal? What's illegal in this game?
He stole it.
Oh.
Can't believe he's committing crimes in this war.
Well,
Yeah.
he is a thief, so...
Oh, if it's his profession, then it's not a war crime.
And he gives her the thief's sword, which, you know... It would be totally legal for a thief to give somebody a thief's sword. So the knights are just gonna follow,
The Eve Squad.
the Eve Squad, yeah.
That's what it is, they're all named Eve.
Well, their names are Eve, Eva, and Alva. There's one
There's
that...
Eve and two variations of Eve. That's the Eve Squad.
I don't think Alva is a variation of Eve.
It almost is, so it basically counts if you squint.
Not really.
If you squint, that you make it sound so racist.
What?
Never mind, I'm kidding.
Is it? No.
Wow, way to be a racist, Doug. Come on.
What the fuck? Is that not the term for when you, like, narrow your eyes to stare
No, that is.
a tiny thing?
It is. That's the correct term.
Jesus, you're making
I'm
people
sorry.
self-conscious here.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have criticized a choice of wording.
Oh, it's alright.
Alright. So, something I didn't point out before. These are, ballista. They're called long archers or whatever. They can't move, but they've got a lot of range. And they are archers, so if they shoot a flying unit, which we don't currently have, they will murder them brutally. They're pretty inaccurate though, and they're slow as hell. They have 30 weight, which is even more than axes. So this guy right here, he's got minus 27 attack speed.
Wow. It's pretty impressive.
It's impressively bad. So anybody who attacks them is going to double if they have the chance. I said I was going to remember her name, and I will. Just give me a second. Lacacious?
Close enough.
It's Lachesis.
Lachesis.
I mean, I don't know it either. I'm just guessing.
It's like Lachesis, Clotho, and Atropos. Those are the 3 fates.
Yeah. Her goal right now is to get to level 20 as fast as possible. And we want to get her there before the next level because it's very advantageous to do that.
So you're going to power level her right now, or what?
Are we going to what?
So you're going to power level her right now, or?
We're going to do our best.
You're going to fight for your friends.
We're going
like Ike.
We're going to fight friends, maybe. Let's see. Finn can wait. Do they have the conversation yet? I don't think they do.
So the whole Long Archer weakness chat reminded me. Does this game have the weakness triangles of the later games? Or?
Yeah. It's actually more powerful than it is in later games, but nobody ever remembers it because, frankly, your units are so much
more powerful.
They're so powerful in this game that it doesn't really matter if you pay attention to
So this is like if you take one Pokemon through a Pokemon game and it just becomes so over-leveled that type matchups don't matter?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, okay.
It's incredibly, I mean, it's not like you can just ignore weapon types, and if you have the option of switching between them, and all of your weapons are of a comparable level, like with Sigurd, we have a silver sword, so we're going to use that all the time because it's just better than our iron lance. But if we only had, maybe a steel sword and an iron lance, we would have to, pick between them when it was appropriate. But we're Sigurd, so we don't need to do stuff like that.
I see.
And Sigurd's just going to commit war crimes and kill this priest, because that's how he rolls.
Well, it's not war crimes if it's at war.
No.
No, killing doctors is a war crime.
That is specifically when it's war crimes.
That's in the top 5 of war crimes, really.
Wait, what is the war crime?
The war crime is killing a
doctor.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's horrible.
It's not a doctor.
That's what we're saying.
It was a cleric. It was different. It's completely different.
Man,
That'll
Nages.
hold up in a court.
Come on, man, I'll get a crit. There you go. Good work, buddy. Maybe
Nox is putting his confidence in you, I see.
I've gotten units killed the past 2 streams.
Oh, hello, Nox.
So perhaps his confidence is well placed. The game is showing us how to actually use what are they called? Armor Knights by having a lot of them and then having them only need to move a little bit. Instead of Ardan, who is sadly never going to fight another enemy outside of a castle, probably.
So this game does not have things like the boots that just give you permanent +1 move?
No, there's no way to boost your movement in this game.
Poor Arden.
Look, he's trying his hardest, okay?
Yeah, I know, I'm expressing sympathy for him.
Yeah, his hardest is not good enough.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get married. Probably not.
I believe in him.
You should let him get married.
I can't think of a unit that he could be married to that won't cripple me come 2nd generation. The only unit would be Ira, and then that would lead to the situation in which we would it would be the Cecil show only, in which Cecil solos the first 2 maps, sort of.
I fail to see the problem in that.
That's boring.
Aren't you already streamrolling everything here?
Well, yeah, but that's how it's supposed to go. You're gonna use that light sword, put it to work, and to actually kill this guy. Oh yeah, we have Ethlyn's animations off because before this chapter she did nothing but heal units.
Ah.
Hey, it's a level. An acceptable level.
And Sigurd kills something.
That's Shran, but yeah.
Oh,
Sigurd killed the doctor this
Okay.
turn.
okay. See, I'm paying attention.
Yeah. So here are ground units. They might finally like almost catch up to a fight if we like leave units behind for them to fight.
Speaking of leaving units behind, aren't you going to save that village from being razed by bandits? Or
Okay, so how it works is we can't go like if you see this cliff here, like we can't obviously we can't go up the cliff. And we can't go past these 3 units here because they'll just block us. And even if we could go up the cliff, we could not fight these units because they're neutral.
You can't fight neutral units.
so you're not
No.
even allowed to fight evil bandits who are currently busy burning down villages full of
Yeah.
It's
innocent
messed
people.
up.
Yeah, so once we capture this castle right here, I don't remember what the name of the castle is. I don't know what the name of the castle is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then this castle up here will flip to hostile towards us, and all their units will turn hostile towards us, and we will also get some units that come out of this town. And then those units, well, one of those units is very capable of killing these bandits, and the other unit is a dancer, which is very capable of giving her turn to another unit.
Yes. Dancers are good.
Except dancers are even better in this game because they restore the turn to every unit next to them.
Oh, holy shit.
So that's up to 4 units per turn.
No shit.
Yeah, it's incredibly good. So our goal is to capture that castle as fast as possible. So that they can go and save that one town that has got the item in it that I really want.
What was that item again?
We'll see it when we get it.
Oh, you
So
didn't
what's the
mention it.
objective here? Full route?
The objective of every map is just to capture all the castles. There's a couple maps, I think, where you don't need to capture castles.
So you can just leave a castle uncaptured with no enemies around and do whatever you want on the map?
I'm trying to think if that's actually a thing, if you can do that.
Like, I'm wondering if there's a scenario where you want to do stuff, but you can't do everything because some rando last enemy soldier suicides himself on Sigurd's sword.
No,
Okay.
the map always ends only when you Herheim,
Yeah, Hein.
sure, I believe you.
I'm just guessing, man.
I'll believe you.
I mean, it looks Celtic.
Yeah, there's a lot of Celtic things in this game.
Yeah, like the name Sigurd.
No, that's not
It's
Celtic.
basically a random grab bag between what have we here, English names like Macbeth, Beowulf, we have the Greek Lachesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's generally how it goes. Is just random grab bag.
Yeah.
Pick your favorite culture and throw their mythical units or mythical legends.
Basically, when I was a kid, I named all my characters stuff like Musashi or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just grab random foreign cool names.
Yeah.
That's like a charm.
Who is not down for foreign cool names?
Like Jamka. What? Was his name Jamka?
Yeah, his name's Jamka. I'm pretty sure it got localized as Jamka too. So
Wow.
Poor guy.
he's one of the units that they've decided was important enough from Gen 4 to have his own unit in Fire Emblem Awakening. We might give this kill... Yeah, we're gonna give this kill to, Trent again. Because he's around and can do it. Oh, no.
So much for that.
Damn. Okay, guess, Sigurd's gonna get the kill. Yeah, I don't really have a plan better than that.
Is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, it's just Sigurd's currently level 18 out of 30, and, he's still got 3 more chapters to go. And he's also he's like our best combat unit, so he doesn't need for XP.
I see.
Let's see. Probably could have used the iron bow here to get the kill. But that's okay. Money's not really a big issue in this game.
So I assume you can repair your weapons in this game?
Yeah, you can just...
Because I remember playing whatever the first Ike game was, and I think repairing wasn't an option there.
Yeah, most games, in every game except for this game and, Fates, all weapons had, like, durability. Which meant that, after you used them up, they were just gone. Including, like, legendary weapons. Oh, you piece of shit. Well, there you go. Big Shield screwed me.
Paid for his war crimes.
Yeah, and that was it.
You could use the rewind button.
Oh man, you're resetting the whole stage?
I'm not resetting the whole stage. I've got an autosave at the start of every turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the end of the Tale of Sigurd. He died for his war crimes.
Killed doctors while letting bandits run free.
Yeah.
The legacy of Sigurd.
Alright, maybe if Sigurd attacks right here, he can do it. Yeah, good work, Sigurd. Totally didn't get murdered this time. Alright, honestly I kind of want the return ring on him. Because he's the only person who is even, like, vaguely sort of needs it. But,
What is the return ring?
the return ring lets you use return, which means, you just get sent back to your home castle like the return staff. It's not that hard to get Sigurd killed.
Yeah.
If you send Sigurd into the middle of all the enemy units, like I just did, he will die. That's how Sigurd works. That's how this game works. Theodore married Arden and lived happily ever after, and then the Great Holy War never started. Definitely.
Oh, hail great King Arden.
That's not how it works, he's just a knight.
Well, I'm sure he ascended at some point and led the country to an age of peace or something.
Great work, Ardan. You really did it.
Yeah. He is the leader that we all need.
The one we deserve.
Yeah.
Alright, let's actually do some math here. These things have 18 attack, and they cannot double attack under any circumstance. Ethlyn's got 32 hit points and 9 defense, so 18 attack against that would be 9 damage. Okay, so she'd be fine even if both attacked her. Because I need her to heal Sigurd next turn so that he can go do Sigurd things, like storming an enemy castle by himself.
Okay.
And since Ethlyn can survive a shot, all my other units could also survive a shot, because Ethlyn is not very sturdy. Actually, she's got 9 defense, Finn's got 10. She's more sturdy than Alec, but not no-ish. Arden's gonna keep trucking along. Jamka's gonna vainly try and get to a fight that he can participate in. I'm just gonna return Azel again.
Is there any reason for that, or
Gives experience starting, and Azel's not gonna get to any fight, so...
so basically, Aideen just tells her to fuck off
Yeah.
for no reason.
Good.
Well, he did join this war solely so that he could mac on Ardeen, so...
Just like my favorite animes.
Agreed. I've learned a lot about anime in the past 2 days.
Did you? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you played the Naruto game, right?
Yeah. Playing Naruto is dumb.
You don't say.
You
that's,
don't say.
that's my hot take.
Some controversial statements in this stream.
Yeah. That's my current hot take. Possibly even really dumb.
Oh man.
And very eye focused. In Naruto,
Yeah.
people can just pass around eyes like whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
just like,
I've read that on the internet.
yeah, they just like, hey, I'm dying. Here, take my magical eye that can like give you superpowers, and then they just get it. Like, they just. It's not explained at all, but like they just rip it out and put it in their own eye socket, I guess.
Well, how else would you do it?
I'd leave it in his face. I don't know.
What, when he's already dead or whatever?
Well, the guy didn't die. He came back later. He was a bad guy.
But then he had the eye back, right?
No, he only had one of his eyes.
Because the
Oh.
other eye was in the teacher guy.
Yeah. Spoilers for Naruto.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. For literally 15 years ago.
Was it 15 years ago?
I think Naruto's pretty old.
No, but I think this story part is like a year old at most.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Maybe
sure.
two.
I'm pretty sure that
We're talking about Endgame here.
yeah, like this is literally the end of Naruto, and I'm pretty sure
okay.
the plot at this point hasn't been resolved because this game came out like a month ago, and they do not have like they don't have like anime frames to put in the game for some scenes.
Yeah,
Like-
but I think what happened is the manga was finished, but the anime was still stuck in whatever filler hell Naruto is always stuck in.
Yeah,
So when they're out of anime material to put in as still frames, they just had to go with the manga, but animate all that stuff themselves in engine.
yeah, and it looks
that's rough.
way better, like absurdly better.
That's actually not surprising in the least.
Yeah, cell shading when you want to like look like a cartoon but it be 3D is incredibly good. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I can give Naruto, at least the fights look cool, you know.
yeah, the
Kind
fights.
of a big thing for shonen, but if you just present it as this still frames from a cartoon show, it kinda doesn't work anymore.
The best part about the still frames is like they only had one frame, but they wanted to show like action happening, so they just like shake the still frame, or they'd or they'd have like rock particle effects like going in front of the like the
Wow.
screen. It's not great.
That's amazing.
It's magical.
That's a great send-off to this incredible franchise.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Hans survived his first turn. He's good.
Hans is a powerful man. You shouldn't disrespect him because then he'll come to your house and throw you into a pit
Yeah.
of infinite despair.
Well, he'll drop you into a volcano like Heihachi.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Oh,
Are we
sorry.
talking about Tekken Heihachi here?
Yes. Yes, the guy who throws people off of any surface imaginable, like helicopters, buildings.
Yeah,
He's not picky.
I know who that is, definitely.
All I know
Yeah.
about Tekken is there's a guy with a tiger head and this weird undead knight guy. I think he was undead.
I don't know about undead. I don't think they have undead in the series. I know they have a lot of robots.
Then he was a robot knight. He was something
Okay.
not human. That's all I remember.
That's
I think he
okay.
was able to teleport.
That's unsurprising. Yes, that's pretty standard. Okay, so meanwhile in Fire Emblem,
Yeah. We really want to get to this castle this turn. We want to at least seize it, because then that means next turn Okay, so we're not gonna get it this turn. We're gonna get it the turn after this turn. But, as soon as, like, the turn after we seize it, we get a, unit up there to stop the bandits from pillaging stuff. And, we want that to happen, because we don't want bandits to pillage stuff.
I see.
Yeah, because that would be bad.
It is
That
bad
is what-
when bandits pillage
It is.
stuff.
It's just amazing that it takes so long to happen for like a counter resistance.
Anyway, here's Duz and her Lachesis'
Yes.
thing. Apparently, dude just knows her and is like, "Yo, check out this cool sword I found."
Well, that's fair, you know. I see
And-
nothing wrong with that.
And dude's like, "Yo, here's this thief sword," and she's like, "Hey, don't you want this? You're a thief." And he's like, "Nah, I already have the seal ability, dumbass." So
Wow, he's rude.
yeah.
Well, he is a thief.
Yeah, the Thief Sword is not good, like, as a weapon. It's got 50 accuracy and 3 might. Compare that to the Prayer Sword's 70% accuracy and 12 might. But it does mean anytime you hit with it, you steal all the gold from somebody like you were a thief. Which is pretty good. If I was playing this for, like, rankings, then I would, like, do stuff with it, but I'm never going to use that sword, ever. Sorry.
So what's the deal with rankings? Like, what do you mean?
So at the end of the game gives you rankings based off of certain parameters. The parameters are XP, which is obviously based off XP.
Money, I assume.
I think maybe money is. It might not be money because money's like per person in this game.
And XP isn't?
No. Well, yes, XP is, but in like normal games, your money matters because if you have like a bunch of money, that means you didn't spend money on like weapons and stuff. Well, in this game, it just means that like money's not scarce in this game. It's very easy to get. Wow, that was a really good level. Let's see. There's one. Obviously, turns are a ranking requirement. I forget how many turns you get, but it's a fair chunk. Like it's like a couple hundred, and there's only 12 chapters in this game, so.
Wait, didn't you say we were on chapter 5?
We're on chapter 2.
Oh.
Chapter 2. We're 1/4 way through the game. Please don't shield. Okay, thank you. There's one for not losing any castles, which is really easy. Like, there's no reason ever to not get that one. And there's one for not having your character ever killed in battle. And that one's kind of interesting because the game will remember if your character gets killed, even if, like, say,
you reset like you did earlier.
sort of. Actually, it might remember that one. We can actually check that. Who died? Sigurd?
Sigurd, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I rage quit.
I didn't rage quit. I lost. I had to reset. There was no choice.
Sour.
So Sigurd's like, hey, those bandits, maybe we should stop them.
Yeah, that would be a good PR move.
Yeah, my face is like, yeah, that's a good idea. We're totally not the aggressors here. And Sigurd's kind of like, well, we did invade their country.
Like, what is your definition of aggressor here?
Yeah, we are very we get the definition.
Good job, you
Aggressors,
captured
yes.
her.
Yeah, we conquered the place. It's good shit. We want to get Lachesis. Up because there's an item on a boss that we're about to fight that she wants, and well, it's not easy to get her to kill. It's possible, so we're gonna try and do that. Which one of these knights needs the most healing? The one to the right. You captured her.
I'm glad he also made that joke.
Did you also make that joke?
Yeah, I think it got lost somewhere.
I didn't hear you say it, so I'm gonna say good job, that guy, for making the joke.
Good job.
I didn't know I could
Thanks.
raise relationship points with Gunter.
Yeah, of course you could. Gotta get your supports with him.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's
I
got
finally landed a hit.
Yeah, so like I said, these three guys are going to turn and run away. There's a whole bunch of enemies that are going to pop down from here. And there's going to be some armor knights that come out of here. And we're going to get some units right here.
See, Pancakes got my back.
Yeah, well, joke's on you, Pancakes, because I don't have the chat and stream or in video, so 200 years from now when they're watching this on YouTube and they're going to be like, what the fuck was wrong with people back then? They'll only hear Duck's joke, so.
Well, good news, because now stream also records chat, I think.
Yeah, that's true. But man, who's watching the highlights of my streams and not the ones on YouTube, where YouTube is way, way better? So somehow Changhal is here. Changhal, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. He's here somehow in this castle.
Volts. That's
Volts.
a great name.
Yeah. So that's Volts on the left and Beowulf on the right. Yo, Beowulf, what do you think?
So, is this Beowulf as good as the Beowulf in FF Tactics?
Beowulf in Tactics was the guy that did statuses, right?
Yeah.
He's okay.
Okay. So the one in Tactics was pretty good.
This Beowulf, he's got a horse, so
Okay, that's good.
yeah, that's my description of this guy's has a horse.
I wanna say that Ardan is indeed an incredibly cool dude, and he's my friend.
Okay.
He's a cool dude, and he's my friend, and that's why I don't want to expose his pure heart to war.
Oh, so you're protecting him. You're his
Yeah.
big brother.
Yeah. Big brother is now big sister. Those are my thoughts on things. Alright, so here we're getting the best foot unit in the game. By, like, a lot.
Is it the nose guy?
No.
Damn.
It's the main character guy.
Rip Gunter.
So this is, Levin, or Lewin, this is, translated in, Awakening. But I'm just gonna call him Levin because it's easier to pronounce. Levin's a terrible person. Just throwing that out there.
A terrible person or a terrible character?
He's a terrible person. Like, as a person, he's morally bankrupt.
Okay.
But as a character, he's incredibly good.
Okay.
which for reasons that'll become apparent in about a second. This is Sylvia. She's like 13.
You can never tell with these animes.
Yeah, she's very specifically like 13 or 14 or something like that. So that's why Levin's a bad person.
Oh. I thought they were siblings.
No. Okay, I need a second.
I mean, not that would disqualify that.
What? No thanks. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You.
Yeah, they have the same hair color, but they're not siblings.
That's rare.
There's actually a pair of siblings in this game that have completely different hair colors. Well, there's a whole bunch of siblings actually that do that. Ethlyn and Sigurd are siblings, but they are what are they called? They got different hair colors.
Oh, fraternal.
They're just siblings.
Yes,
That's how it works. Alright, so this is our bard and our dancer. Bards are different in this game from other games, in that they are the destroyer of worlds. So first off, he's got wind magic, which, as I said before, wind magic is a good guy magic type, so it's really good. So this mid-level wind magic, 14 might, 2 weight, 1 to 2 range. You can see his stats here. Pretty good, lots of speed, lots of magic. His skills, critical and continue, pretty good because his attack speed's a lot. I don't know if I brought this up before, but continue, I looked it up and it activates off of attack speed. So since Elwyn's got 2 weight and he's got 16 speed, he's got a 14% chance of triggering continue. Yeah, his one flaw is that he does not have pursuit, which is a shame, but manageable. For Holy Blood, he's got Major Holseti Blood, which means he's probably an important character. Sylvia, in comparison, is a trash garbage as a garbage unit, or as a garbage unit. Trash garbage as a combat unit. She should not be fighting units. She's a dancer. Like I said, she gives she provides like a turn to all units that are around her when she dances. And for Holy Blood, she's got minor Bloggy Blood, which will not come up until a couple levels from now. And by couple, I mean the next level. So they are our bandit busting force. We want to get continue procs on these bandits. Okay, we got one, that's good. If Levin gets a continue proc, he can kill these bandits in 1 round. We've got 4 turns to kill this bandit. So we will go our fastest.
So what happens if you don't do it in... Wait, what was that menu called?
Dance, weight, and anime.
Yeah, it's the anime option.
Yeah, to turn on anime.
That's what I was thinking.
Anime stands for animations. Oh yeah, if he crits, he also kills the bandits, which is just as good as continue. I don't know why Arden went up, because that's not his destiny. His destiny's down here.
He just wants to be with the crowd.
Too bad.
He's a people person.
He is, but he's not allowed in Why am I dropping frames for this game? How is that possible?
Yo, Battler.
Hello, Battler.
Hello, Battler.
You missed the start of our invasion of another country for ill-defined reasons. You know, if I was smart, I would have sent all of my foot units into what is it called? The arena, and get them killed, so they'd start with 1 hit point. So that I could have Lachesis. Is that right?
Lachesis.
Heal them all.
I'm not going to yell at you, by the way. You're allowed to say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's true. I can. Stream's buffering. Alright, here, let me try restarting the stream and changing some settings. Well, I reset the stream and I lowered the bitrate a bit, so hopefully that fixes all problems.
Okay.
I don't currently have any drop frames, so that's cool. 5 seconds into streaming. Let's see, who needs healing?
That's longer before...
Oh yeah. Very important conversation. Finn and Twan have got a conversation. And this is a really good conversation. You definitely don't want to miss this one.
Okay, I'm paying attention.
I mean, like, well, you just have, like, Fire Emblem 4 racism just thrown in there. Just fuck everybody from Verdan. But, hey, what's up? Here's Brave Lance for you. I just had this in my pocket, and I wasn't gonna use it, so you can have it. So yeah, Finn just gets a Hero Lance. Brave Lance, whatever you want to call it. Automatic double attack when he uses it. It's really good. So, if you notice the past couple levels, Finn hasn't like really been like great as a combat unit, just because I mean, like, he's been doubling and he's got lances, so he's got decent power behind his attacks, but he like hasn't been doing like a whole bunch of damage. Now he's got the Hero Lance, so he is going to do a whole bunch of damage. And he's going to keep that for the rest of the game, because in Fire Emblem 5, it's his preference weapon, and I'm all about keeping preferences weapons on people who should have them, which is why Ethlyn's going to keep the Sword of Light for the rest of the game, and pass it down to her son, the protagonist of Fire Emblem 5.
Okay, alright, that's fair.
And we'll get to him in Chapter 7. Hopefully Medale doesn't die here. That'd be bad. Okay, yeah, he's fine. Even if they retreat, I don't think these... Okay. Hopefully Ira doesn't die here. That'd be bad. I don't think that guy can run away. Is my stream offline?
It shouldn't be.
Well, your Skype is fine.
Yeah, but
People are talking in the chat, so I assume it must be still online.
but my thing in the background is not offline. Is not online.
Do I need to load up the stream and see?
I'd appreciate. Oh no, okay, it's streaming.
Okay.
I must have just been. Okay, we're good. My bad. Okay, so anyway, here are all the guys that I was talking about before that are going to be here. This guy's a really bad mercenary because he's like, retreat's not on the books.
Yeah, that's a bad mercenary.
Number 1 strategy for mercenary is retreat. Number 2 strategy for mercenary is negotiate with the other mercenaries to not fight each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all common sense.
Yeah, why would you kill each other when you could not kill each other? Anyway, here's some people. Her name right here is, this lady right here is Fury.
Oh, more green hair.
I forget if she gets a name in Awakening. I know in the other translation they translate her name to be Aaron. And I believe, like, the guy admits that he doesn't have, like, any reason to, like, translated that. He's just like, yeah, that's a better name than Fury. And I kind of agree, but
Wow.
whatever.
That's
he gives an explanation for it. It's like the Furies in Greek mythology were something something, and Eranos was the Greek god of something or other, so he names her Erin.
that's dumb. Still dumb.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that guy's translation.
You don't just change things because you don't like them.
That guy does.
That's dumb.
I don't know. I mean,
you do that
obviously
if your name is Mark Nightingard.
I mean, let's be real here. I don't think they named this guy Beowulf because they're trying to make a reference to English literature.
Yeah.
They just kind of picked names out of a hat because they sound cool to a Japanese-sounding ear.
Okay, but
So-
does that make it acceptable for the translator to pick names out of a hat?
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, if the goal is to make a cool-sounding name, you could change Fury to Aaron.
Oh, no, it's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, generally I don't have a problem with changing names, and honestly I like Aaron as a name better than Fury, but I don't particularly care.
I mean, what are they trying to tell us with the name Fury about this character? Like,
It's a cool name.
She's the Furies from Greek mythology, probably, maybe. Yeah, they totally change the names of characters from Fire Emblems to other Fire Emblems, like my good friend Kieran, whose name in the Japanese Fire Emblem was Kevin. And there's no reason to change that name other than to just randomly make him Irish.
Kevin.
Kevin's good. You can't,
It's an okay name.
you can't
I don't see
disrespect
anything
Kevin.
wrong with that.
I don't know.
Kieran is also a good name. There's no problem with Kieran.
Yeah, I agree on both of those counts.
Yeah, she's not going to come into play until we capture the next castle. I think... Oh, his name might have been Joker in the Japanese version. I know Niles was Zero. The Japanese names for the kids from Awakening were also probably different because their names were different in Japanese, so they can't be anagrams now. All the anagrams suck except for Rajet, which is a really good anagram of Tharja.
Yeah, that's good. I agree. I don't know why I'm bothering to level all these Hoshido people that I'm never going to use again.
You shouldn't. All Hoshido people are bad.
Well, I mean, I'm playing Conquest.
Yeah.
So has this, whatever the third game is called, come out yet?
Revelation, yeah,
Yeah.
it's out. Unless you mean the fan patch. By correct game.
Obviously, the fan patch is the true translation of the game.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
obviously what I meant
God.
here.
Every character is renamed to Aaron.
Yes. Yes. Good.
Just what I wanted.
I might actually attack from one range here. This guy's only got 15% accuracy. Also, for like official, like sometimes people are like, "Oh, well, this is the official name for the Nintendo Japan translation." The official translation for Sigurd's name in this game from Nintendo of Japan before Awakening came out was Zigoldo, I think. So really the answer is whenever there's a Nintendo of Japan like option is to just ignore it because it's bad.
The lesson here is to just start cherry picking.
Yeah, pretty much.
When an official translation is something good, then you keep it.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
Fury is good.
Fury's okay. I don't have a problem with Fury.
Good. Good. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, sure.
Spell it, please.
I should disagree.
I don't know how to spell it. Somebody. Zigoldo? Yeah, there you go. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. Like, I think it had like a U and an R at the end. No, it started with a Z. Trust me, Battler. I know. It's not great. And the name of this game, Genealogy of the Holy Wars, was like Jihad of the Crusaders, or something like that.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Now, Battler recommended me a manga a while back called Wizard Soul, and I've been reading that. I got some tankobon of it, but it's got this subtitle Koi no Seisen, and the guy who's been doing the fan translation of it has just left it as Koi no Seisen because the actual English subtitle is Jihad of Love.
yeah,
I can see why.
It's a little awkward.
Bloodlines of the Jihad. That's a really good name for a video game. But
also it's this Akieda manga, isn't it?
Was it? I don't remember.
I don't know if that guy's saying
Yo, Battler, you're here. It's
Holy War of Love.
Yeah.
by Akieda, right?
It's a good manga, either way. It's about a girl who is playing card games at a table with other people.
Aren't we really all just playing card games at another table with people?
Yeah. Yeah, and we can all relate.
When I say card games, I mean like poker and not like Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
It's
well,
more
she's
like
playing
Magic the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Gathering, but yeah. My favorite part is the author always talks about how she wanted to make this moe card gaming manga. And then you have chapters where basically the protagonist's mother card game abuses her on her own
Yeah.
deathbed.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so you read it. Okay, good.
Brilliant. I don't even play card games and it's fucking brilliant.
There's a tragic tale of her death where the closer she is to dying, the luckier she is with her top decks.
Yeah, like she put it, bad luck in life, good luck in card games.
Yeah.
Look, it's top decking. Anybody who complains about top decking in card games is basically a huge loser with no friends.
Man, strong opinion.
Yeah, well, here are the opinions. If you're complaining that a person beat you because they drew a card that beat you, you're literally playing a card game. That's all you're doing right now. So
That is part of the deck design, yes.
yeah,
But I don't know. I think you are allowed to be sour when you build the deck to have all those winning cards and then you just don't draw any of them. That's
Well,
my opinion.
that's your fault. If you want to have all of the winning cards in your deck and you don't draw them, that obviously means you didn't have enough winning cards in your
Okay,
deck.
all
But I
right.
think also the gimmick behind these control or suppression decks or whatever they call it is that you can't even draw cards anymore because your opponent has some dumb cards. So it's basically like you can't even draw anymore, you're done. Because your opponent has some dumb fucking cards that won't allow you anymore.
I
Okay,
remember,
Golden Battler agrees with Nages.
Remember, like-
You know.
remember like a minute ago when I was like, card games are dumb. This is stupid for idiot people, and then I just immediately started talking about card games.
You
Yeah.
gotta I played literally one game of Magic the Gathering in my life. I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
Here's the secret to card games. If you
Pay
draw,
cash money to get the best cards?
yeah. I
And you can't do that in Hearthstone, so it's a minus against Hearthstone.
Alright, here we go. To determine if we get this
Okay.
village or not.
All right, let's see it. I believe in you, Levin.
Nope.
Kevin.
No, no. This isn't Levin, it's Levin or Lewin. Okay, so we didn't get it that time, so that means, we are going to do, oh wait, nope, that's the wrong save. We're going to do burning RNG strats,
Okay.
which are kind of lame, but it's what we gotta do. So, we don't need do here. Okay. We don't need Theodora here, and she's in range to do this. So that's what we're gonna do.
Pro
What?
strats. Aline is a great character.
So, you know, we didn't proc continue there, so we're going to take Theodora, And we're gonna send her to arena. And last time I fought in the arena with her, she died. Because this enemy does not reduce her to below 10 hit points. She just kills him.
Wait,
So
how did you pronounce her name?
okay, so in Awakening, her name is spelled Theodora, not Deidre.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I did that. So she doesn't die, she just gets reduced to 1 hit point.
Okay.
So now we make a save state.
Okay.
And if you were playing on a console, what you would do is you would just not make the save state, and you just need to remember how many times you go through the arena for this. And then you send Levin into battle. Okay, and then he triggered it. So we saved the town. Good work, everybody.
So this is like RNG seeding manipulation?
Yeah, because we advanced the game through the RNG so that it could get to that point where it get to do stuff. Alright,
Okay.
so where is Beowulf? Okay, here's Beowulf. His range can get down to here. Alright, we're going to leave Sigurd in range for Volts. I tried to show this off before, but we were too busy talking about card games or whatever. But Volt's got this ring here called the Elite Ring that he drops when he dies, and it gives you double XP when you have it. We just so happen to have a unit who very desperately wants to be level 20 before the next stage. So she's gonna have to kill Volts. So let's look at the math here. She's got 19 attack. She does not have pursuit or anything like that, so she can't double attack. She gets 1 attack. 119 strength attack against his 14 defense means we need to reduce him to 5 hit points. 5 hit points.
Okay.
He's
This
got
is all to give a specific person a kill?
yeah.
2 Lachesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sigurd has 38 attack with his silver sword. Yeah, he's got the silver sword equipped. So he'll probably double 18 speed. Yeah, he's faster. So 38 times 2, or 38 minus 14 is 24 times 2 means that we leave him with 12 hit points. So we're gonna need to find somebody who can do 7 damage to him without killing him.
Okay.
That's my entire plan for right now. Gonna move Arden towards his fate. He's almost there. Next turn, it's gonna happen. Yeah, Battler knows the unpronounceable, messed up translation of her name.
Raquisis.
Requisis. That's how they translate it in Fates. Or not Fates. Awakening.
Wow.
Like I said, most of the time I go with like the official translations, but sometimes I get to make my decisions.
Sometimes things are allowed to be dumb. Otherwise, I would be using a ship called the Hagwane.
The what?
There's a ship in a game that I'm working on called the Hagane.
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about that.
You don't know what game I'm talking about. Look, I am playing... I am playing a game that involves a thing called the Hagwane, which there is no game that uses that in America in English. Therefore, it is nothing that you think it is.
I don't accept that.
Okay, fine. I'm not talking.
I'm totally lost, honestly.
Basically, I'm saying that sometimes official names are dumb, and sometimes you're allowed to cherry pick.
13 damage, that's too much.
Now, can you do save states here just to kind of play around with it? I mean, like, we'd forgive you.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to use save states if it ends up being a thing that's, like, roll the dice. Okay, this would do 8 damage, and it's got a 66% chance of happening. We're going to use save states here.
Okay.
Here's the thing. He can proc a skill that would cause him to kill this guy. I don't think he's fast enough to double. Well, he just missed.
Oh, he could miss.
Yeah. Where's Beowulf?
So now you have to seed the RNG with somebody else.
Yeah, we're gonna do that by attacking people. Where the hell is Beowulf? Where the hell? Oh, here he is. Okay, that's not good, Beowulf. I kinda need you to be here. so that I could talk to you. Alright, well, we'll just attack with people. If you're wondering if it's cheating using save states here, I could do all the same things that I'm using save states for by just repeatedly restarting my turn with the save that I have at the start of my turn, and just figuring out when the RNG is going to be nice enough to let me do my thing.
Yeah, if it's a matter of brute force, I support save states.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And now it's just a question of if she actually gets the hit to kill him.
Yes.
I'm judging myself.
I believe in you, Lachesis. I believe in you.
She got a... Oh, whoops. You don't get to see it happen. I get to see when she gets murdered.
She missed anyway.
Yeah.
But she survived.
So can you turn on anime real quick?
Yeah, I will turn on anime for her. Activate anime.
Turn up the anime.
I don't want to...
There's a lot of dudes back there. Are you supposed to kill all those?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we had a ton of dudes in the beginning too.
Nice 1 damage.
Jesus.
Alright,
He took
Lachesis, I
no
believe in you.
damage.
He's gonna be the wall that we need.
That you deserve.
That we need. Alright. Get the kill. Yeah!
Yeah. So what does
Good
that give
horse
her?
murdering.
That gives her the elite ring.
Okay. So, is this... You can't swap inventory between fights or something?
You can't... Okay, so it's not like later Fire Emblem games where you can just trade items in between characters.
Yeah.
The only way to move items between characters is to sell it to a pawn shop and then buy it with a different character in the pawn shop. So this elite ring, it costs 40,000 gold to buy.
Oh.
And the maximum amount of gold a character can have at a time is 50,000. Actually, is it 40,000?
Oh,
Yeah.
characters carry individual gold?
Yeah, every character has their own individual gold.
Holy shit.
Um,
This game is hardcore.
Yeah, so the reason why I want to get on her so hard is that it's really expensive and I want her to have it. In our ranking runs, you'd pass this thing around like candy to every unit before you did the arena, and you'd get like maximum XP if you could.
see.
But we're not going to do that because fuck that. So speaking of rings, let's get some other rings. Actually, we're not going to get that ring yet.
Why not?
Okay, no, we are going to get that ring. I thought I could get Sylvia, the other ring that we get on this map. Well, one of the 4 rings we get on this map first. Actually, there's a... We got the return ring, the barrier ring from this castle, the elite ring. There's 2 rings that we get from events. I believe this guy's got the defense ring, yeah. Okay, so that's, what, 7 rings?
I lost count.
Yeah, there's lots of rings on this map. But we're about to get the best ring in the game.
Turn on the anime.
Yeah, the anime's already on, don't worry.
Okay.
Just as a reminder, we need to move to this tile with Ardan.
While he is unmarried.
Yeah, while he's unmarried, and there's no indication for this. And then this event plays.
If only I could have repeated attack.
Yeah, I mean it's true. If he had pursuit, he'd be an okay unit. So this is why he's got to be unmarried.
Wow.
this fucking line.
Wow.
The power of pursuit.
Congratulations. You
So
learned
if you mope
stalking.
hard enough
Yeah.
on the edge of a cliff,
So
you get a pursuit ring.
this is the best ring in the game. A reminder that pursuit is the skill that gives you double attacks as long as you're 1 point faster in your attack speed than the enemy. So Ardan is going to sell this ring and give it to somebody who is good.
Okay.
Um,
So is this a thing that that you have to make sure to sell things before the next generation happens as well?
No. I believe pawn shops carry over between generations. Don't
right,
know that
but
for a
like,
fact.
let's say Ardan has the pursuit ring and then he has a baby.
He's not going to have a baby.
If he is no longer in the game, is that pursuit ring also no longer in the game?
No. Fathers pass down items to their sons.
Okay.
They pass down their entire inventory that the son could use. And mothers do the same thing for their daughters. All the children in this game are one son, one daughter.
I see.
How convenient.
Except for one person where the mother passes down her weapon and items to her son, and the father passes down his weapons and items to their daughter.
That's very progressive.
That's because her son can use the bow. The spoilers: we get somebody who can use the holy bow, and it's so basically if your child cannot use your holy weapon, or really any of your weapons, then they just don't get passed down anything from you. Levin is sort of, kind of, the exception to this. Spoilers: we're going to get the wind holy weapon later in the game. Spoilers also: the wind holy weapon is called Hulseti. If he gets married to Sylvia has a son named Corporal in the second generation, and Corporal sucks. I'm just gonna put that out there. Anybody who likes Corporal, you're bad. He's not good. Don't come in at like level 3 on chapter 8 or something. That's not okay. But so Corporal starts off as somebody who can only use staffs. And then when he promotes, he can use wind magic. For him, and only him, if he gets passed down from Levin, then he will get Hulseti, and then he'll be able to use it once he promotes. But everybody else, it's basically a if you can't get passed down the weapons that the person uses, then you just don't get them. In your first class, I don't think anybody. Actually, no. There is one character in the second generation. There's 2 characters in the second generation who are promoted, that are children units, but I don't think they get anything on promotion that they couldn't use in their base class. Maybe. That might not be true. But that's how inheritance works. Spoilers, Sigurd's kid is really good, and we're going to give him the inheritance of like 100 million different rings. But that'll not come up for a while. I hope that's enough. So I was just gonna hang out there. Ardeen, I don't even know where she needs to go. Forseti got his name for Hulseti. Yeah, I believe the translation for Hulseti is Forseti. And there's a character in the second generation whose name is Seti, and he's canonically Levin's son, but not canonically in the Nage's canon, because there's a much better kid to have as Levin's son. But we'll get to him later. But so his son's supposed to be named Seti in like in canon. Like he's very obviously supposed to be Levin's son. Because in the sequel he just has Hulseti and he uses it, and it's very powerful and it's rude. The official translation for that guy's name is Ced, C-E-D. I think they missed like maybe a reference there or something, but I'm willing to ignore that and call him Ced, because that's how I roll. Also because it's canon that he is not the official son of Levin.
So it's canon that it's not canon.
It is very definitely canon that Seti is Levin's son. But I'm going to ignore that because it's convenient for me. All these knights are stealing our XP.
So what happens if you warp Lachesis back to your home base?
They will turn. They will turn around.
Just haul ass?
Yeah, they will turn around and they will start running towards home base.
Amazing. I would say that Nages is a loose cannon.
I've got my headcanon, and it's true. And my headcanon is Levin's son is Arthur. Guaranteed. Ignore everything else in this game. Arthur is the true inheritor of Holseti. Oh my god, even the Armor Knights are getting in on this. I thought these guys didn't move. That was kind of why I pushed up that far. But it looks like none of my guys are going to take any damage. And apparently none of these paladins are either going to take damage either. I'd appreciate if Beowulf, like, moved into a position where I could talk to him. So Beowulf's recruitment is unique. You need to pay him money to recruit him. It's 10,000 gold. If none of your units have enough money for that, Lachesis starts with enough money to do it. She starts at 10,000. Also unique is we're about to do it right here. He has 2,000 gold right now, and let's see who's got enough money to recruit him. Holland's probably got enough money. Yeah, he definitely is. Okay, so Holland's gonna hire him. Holland's got nothing to say about that. The 10,000 gold actually does get transferred to him, and you do lose 10,000 gold on the guy you get it from him. So this is Beowulf. He's sort of, kind of the canon pairing with Lachesis. He's got a horse and he's got swords, so he's good. In 5, there's a special weapon that only the descendants of him can use. It's called the Beo sword, and it's really good. The only people who can use it are one of Lachesis' children, but not the other one. That was Astra, by the way. And like a random guy that you pick up out of jail, whose name is Fergus. I forget if the translation for Fire Emblem 5 named him Felgus, or if that was the what's it called, like the official translation, but I'm going to ignore that because obviously his name is supposed to be Fergus. Or, like, very obviously the Japanese people were trying to name him Fergus, and also Felgus is not a name, so I'm going to ignore it. His name is Fergus. And Fergus is a fucking boss. He's a badass in that game. I'll get to that eventually, because I might stream 5 in between chapters 7 and 8 in this game. We'll see when I get there. Or maybe after the game. But that's really, like, all the official things on why Lachesis' kids are like how they're supposed to have different parents. But it's enough for me.
I'm gonna be honest here, I kinda just zoned out.
Yeah, that's fair. I was talking about very important... Welcome back.
Yo.
What was fair?
He zoned out as I talked about various eugenics things.
I see. That's fair.
It is. Yeah, nice kill. Get a level out of it. So that was the experience from 1 level with the elite ring. It's pretty good. And I gotta be honest, it does not matter what stat she gets from level up. She can pretty much, like, not empty levels, but I mean she can get like 1 stat levels for the rest of the game and still be pretty good once she promotes.
Okay.
And
So what are
hopefully
you promoting her to?
we'll see when she promotes.
Okay. Is she
Oh,
promoting
you have a
this
choice
level?
on this?
No, but it's a sequel. or not a sequel. I read a stream comment at the same time. That the official name for it is Interequal, and by official I mean that's the thing that I made up, and I'm gonna go with.
Like Xenolog?
Yeah, Xenolog's a really good name for
Yeah, it is. I agree.
things.
Wait, what Xenolog?
In Fire Emblem, the DS ones, when you get DLC side stories, they're called Xenologs.
Yeah, and when you get side quests, they're called Paralogs.
Yeah. That's right. The Gaidens are Xenologs, yeah.
And for a second I thought you were talking about Xenogear stuff.
Yeah, that's a thing that I totally know about.
Yeah, Duck and I can talk Xenogears, but I guess this is your stream.
Yeah, I know literally nothing except for
It's a robot game.
that I'm really feeling it.
Weird Christian mythology.
Actually, wait,
Judeo-Christian stuff, yeah.
is that even the right game? Is that the one with Shulk?
No, that's
Loosely
Xenoblade.
related.
I'm really feeling
Xenoblade
it.
doesn't even have giant robots.
Are you really feeling it?
I'm really feeling it.
It's Ryan time.
See, I've only played Smash Bros, so here's the problem. These three knights are making like a very nice defensive wall here. They're going to move on their turn, and it's going to be tragic, but we'll just need to live with our choices in life.
Even if someone dies?
No, we won't live with that choice. This is Fire Emblem. Nobody dies. Everybody gets a happy ending.
Okay.
Sort of.
More or less.
Yeah.
They live. That's what counts.
They get an ending.
They get a ending, and the ending isn't dead. Wait, what? Why did that guy? Oh.
That dude looked like he countered twice, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Arden deserves his happy ending.
Yeah, Arden's getting his ending. The people who played this game before know what that ending is, but he's getting it.
Oh man, your foreshadowing is killing me here.
The ending is that he becomes the king of the country.
Oh.
He has his own violent uprising, and he wins and destroys the country and becomes the king.
It's pretty
I choose
good.
to believe this.
Yeah,
That's a good level up.
that's a pretty good level up. I don't mind defense though. Speed doesn't really matter on him because it just does not matter on him. He has 0 use for speed. He's got 40 hit points left, so I'm going to use a silver here just in case other non-damage units decide to attack Tren. Please. Arden's powerful, but he's not a ghost powerful. If he promoted into a ghost, that'd be pretty strong. Arden promotes into a general, which is not a good class, but it's a class. Here's a general right here. They get a whole bunch of weapons to use, and they get Big Shield, which is a level % chance per attack to not take damage from the attack.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really bad because there's 2 units in the game on your side who can get it, and they're Arden and a guy in the 2nd generation who's really bad. And endgame, like literally every single enemy will have that skill. But that's the life that's the life you gotta live with when you roll in Fire Emblem 4 Town. Alright, hopefully Elvis stays there. Okay, that's even better. They just moved to block off units. They're not. But that's okay, this is fine. They maintained a sort of defensive position.
I'm glad to see the Eve squad is pulling its weight.
They're very good. I wish they would join my squad and I could just like kick out like Alec and Noish and I don't know, Azel. He's not pulling his weight. I've completely forgotten on the map where Azel is. He's not here, but
Isn't she right at the bottom?
it's a man.
I mean, you warped her.
It's a man.
Him?
Man. His whole reason for joining the squad is that he's got a
He
crush.
walked by Aideen.
Yeah, he's got a crush on Ardeen, and that's like his whole reason for joining. And then in the first chapter, his brother, who's like the prime minister of the country, shows up and he's like, "Yo, I heard my brother's here with you. Don't let him die, or I'm gonna be really pissed off." Alternatively, if he's already dead at that point, he's like, "Hey, your brother showed up and he's kind of dead, and I believe the prime minister gets pissed off at you, but I can't remember because how could you ever lose him at that point?"
I thought you said that he just called you bad at video games.
He calls you bad at video games when he first shows up. He's like, "Wow, you haven't repelled this entire invasion by yourself. You don't impress me, Sigurd."
Well, he's right.
Yeah, and then he gives you a silver sword, and it's all forgiven because wow, a silver sword.
Wait, does Sigurd give the brother a silver sword or the other way?
The prime minister gives Sigurd a silver sword. Alright,
Or letting his brother die?
no, just he always gives you a silver sword. He just comments as if his brother's dead. So here's the next ring that I was talking about. This ring's not as good as the pursuit ring, but it gives you bargain, which is pretty nice. This is going to be slapped onto Levin later for reasons that'll become apparent in chapter 4.
Yeah.
But bargain halves the price of everything in shops and stuff. But it's really nice on Sylvia because she has no money and she doesn't really have a way to make money other than visiting towns, which is what she's going to do for the rest of the map.
I see.
But she needs 20,000 gold with the bargain ring by the end of the chapter for another nice ring that we're going to get, which is, in my opinion, the best ring that you can put on her. Or rather, it's the most useful use of the ring, because it is a very nice ring. There's a couple other units who would like it, but we're going to give it to her. Spoilers, the ring gives Kanto, which is what all the horse units have. So after she dances, she can continue to move.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. My reasoning for it, I know there's like people are like, "Oh, give it to Levin," or yeah, give it to Levin basically. But I also give her the leg ring, which gives you plus movement, because if she can keep up with your horse units, which are doing all the fighting, then that means you get 4 more turns out of your horse units, which is really good because your horse units do all the fighting. I guess you could use her to keep up like your regular scrub units that you don't care about, but we're not going to do that.
You probably don't get as much XP for those, do you?
Yeah, they're not going to get enough XP to really contribute.
Well, I mean, like, does this work like other Fire Emblems, where the level of your target affects how much XP you gain from healing or dancing them?
Not dancing. Dancing always gives a set amount.
Okay.
I didn't mean to attack this guy with Jamka, but it worked out, so... My goal here is to give as much XP as I can to my my unmounted units, because they need all the XP that they can get. But not Do, because Do is worthless.
Do the do.
He is not very good.
I can't wait until Arden joins the fight and you grind him.
Arden might not get another.
Don't break my heart here.
I'm sorry. He's just very slow and very slow. He's got 4 move, or wait, he might have 5 move.
I thought you said he had 5 move last time.
Yeah, he's got 5 move. All the other foot units have like 6 move. I don't know. Ardeen only has 5. I'm not gonna check Do because he's a thief.
The horses have like 12, right?
All the other foot units have 6. Horses have 8.
Yeah.
And promoted horses have 9.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, and also how roads work. I think they give you 30% more move. I don't know exactly how it works. I've never like crunched the numbers, but I know if you move like 2 tiles on road tiles, you get another move. not counting if you start on a road tile. Which means, like, you can see I can move, like, way further to the south than I can to the north here, because there's a bunch of roads that I could move on. If there was, like, just a direct road here, then I could, like, alright, we'll use Ardeen here. She's got 5 move, but she can move 6 tiles. It's more pronounced with cavalry, because cavalry can move over more road tiles and get more movement points from it. And that's just how life goes. Being cavalry is better than not being cavalry.
I see.
Yeah, horses is the moral of the story here.
Horses are good. Units with horses are good. Levin's also good. He doesn't have a horse, but that's okay.
Does he get a horse eventually?
No.
Well, fuck him then.
No, he's good. It's like Civilization roads. Not if you're talking about the right civilization. In Civilization 4, you only get the benefits from roads if you start on a road, or you move onto a road and then you spend your turn, you send a second movement point moving on a road. If you are not on a road and you move onto a road, you don't get any bonus movement unless you take a second move there. And any other Civilization road movement tiles, I don't care about, because 5 is bad. 4 is the best Civilization. That's my second hot take for the video.
Okay.
I'll take your word on it.
Five is also good because not 5. 5 is not good. Fire Emblem 5 is good, but Civilization 5 is not good. Civilization 4 is also good because it has its own Toho mod, and it's really quite something. I don't know if I could say it's something good, but it's quite something. Dude is getting his XP in. Nice level! Yeah! I fucking love empty levels. He also stole some money.
That's why I hate games with random level ups.
No, that's great! I'm not being like facetious or anything. I legitimately find that funny when you level up and you literally get nothing.
Yeah, but it pisses me the hell off.
We'll just need to
I just
agree to
prefer it
disagree.
when characters have nice, predictable, even static stat growth.
Do is not powerful. Like, Arden starts with like 14 strength and 14 defense. That's pretty powerful. If it was on a unit they would ever get to fight anybody. Do starts with like 3 strength and like 1 defense. He's bad. She attacks with a light sword. She does not enough damage. That's not good. I don't think that unit can like kill anybody, but I'd like to get him killed this turn if I could. Oh well. We'll just aim to let that X guy live. Get that 1 hit point back. Very important.
Good.
Because it gives XP.
Yes. Yeah, it's valuable. Yes.
I think it's just gonna go down this way. What do I even have in the castle?
So for protocol, the only thing left in this chapter is capturing that one castle in the north, right?
There's 2 castles in the north. We are going to stop after this castle because well, once we capture this castle, a whole bunch of units are going to pop out of here and move to the down here. So obviously the correct thing to do is to move all of your units back before that happens, which I'm going to do, but that's very boring, so I'm going to do that off camera. So we're gonna kill the boss here. I'll show you what happens when you beat this guy, and then load state before we kill the boss, and just move all my units here, because this is another place where foot units actually can get EXP. I'm gonna run Sylvia around all these villages to get money.
Okay.
And Levin has something he needs to do back at the home castle, so I'm going to return him. But yeah, the stream's been going on for 2 hours, so that's about as long as I want streams to go on for. So, part 2 of this will come at a later date.
Speaking of reloading, I have to reload this battle because I skipped a bunch of cutscenes and forgot it was a different game.
Are you already on past chapter 6 in Fates?
I'm on chapter 6, and then I skipped the cutscenes at the end.
Chapter 6 Fates,
Birthright.
yeah, no, Conquest is way funnier than Birthright, because in Birthright you have like armies and you're fighting each other, but in Conquest it's just the siblings versus other siblings. And
yeah, and it's Ryoma is a beast.
Yeah, Xander cannot kill Ryoma at all, so
I got lucky. That is how I killed Ryoma.
Oh, well, normally he can't kill him at all because he's got like a 30% chance to hit him. And
yeah, he's got 55 for me because I grouped up Camilo with him for extra speed.
Yeah. So the correct way to win that chapter is to just run past him and go kill his like 8-year-old sister or whatever.
Oh, I see. Is that it?
Because the objective of that map is to kill 4 units, and there's 5 units on the map, and one of them's Ryoma, so you don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I killed Ryoma, but then I had to reload, so I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I recommend just running over the bridge and killing Sakura and Yukimura with Xander.
In that case, I'll use my freeze staff.
Yeah, another tip for that thing is that you like your items on that map don't transfer over to other items, which only really matters with what's his name? Elise's staffs. So you can just use them all up there.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good to know. Thank you.
Macbeth is very powerful because he has a defense ring, and it takes a while to kill.
Rip, talk to me.
Rip Macbeth.
I was trying to think of a Macbeth quote, but really all I can think of is Lady Macbeth quotes.
It's good.
Macbeth is the best Shakespeare play. There you go. That's my third hot take.
Wow.
I only ever read 2, so I can't really judge.
Hey, remember these guys from the prologue?
And I mean, when the other is Romeo and Juliet, it's not really tough
Yeah,
competition.
yeah, that's not really a conquest. Romeo and Juliet sucks. I'd say that would be my fourth hot take, but this is in my third hot take, in that Macbeth is Shakespeare's best play. So anyway, the guys from Granville are here, and they're like, yo, good job invading Augusta, whatever.
Siegfried's got terrible accuracy in general. It's got 79% chance to hit the defenseless healer. What are you doing, Siegfried?
His name's Xander.
Xander. Its sword is Siegfried, that's right.
Well, I'll get
Oh
the
my
Sylvia Sigurd combo next
Duke
time.
Raptor.
Yeah, Duke Raptor and Lord Langbart, they're definitely not bad guys.
That's great names. Langbart. Longbeard.
Is that what it means?
It's German, it just means long beard.
Nice. That's a good name, then.
Does he have a long beard though? Spoil me in ages. I must know.
It's not long. He has a beard though. It's like a short beard. He should instead be called short beard.
Yeah, Kurzbart.
Yeah. Okay, so this is important plot here.
So let me tell you about the time he got ditched 20 years ago.
Yeah. Kurth is not like presented as like an old guy. Like he might be like in his 30s. So like I guess he just got married. He fell in love in like his teens and got married, had a kid. Spoilers. And then they had to break up.
Dude, all fantasy games are basically full of German.
Yeah, it's true. There are many blank Ritter running around in this game. Like that's the primary military force of the Grand Bell. So the Lord of Fireland, I forget what they call it in this game, was married to a woman who had an affair with Kurth, the prince of the land.
Okay.
Just a reminder that the Lord of Firelands probably got major fire blood, and Prince Kurth has major Narga blood, and we may have heard about a woman who had to run away after she something happened with an affair, and her name might have been Sigyn. Maybe, and she might have had another kid, maybe, named Theodora, and maybe Theodora's got Satan blood in her, and we might have noticed another character early in the game who had Satan blood in him, and it was the Prime Minister, sort of. Actually, you know what, I think Raptor is the Prime Minister. This is just kind of like the adjunct to the king, or something like that. Anyway, so we're married to the son of the, or not the son, the daughter of the prince, or Sigurd is rather.
So Satan's granddaughter.
Just to remind you,
Okay.
that's what Satan blood looks like right there in the middle.
Oh, Narga. Okay.
No, not Narga. The purple dot in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is that not purple for others?
No. You can see on she's got the glowing blue dot. That means she's got major Narga blood, and the purple dot is what's it called?
Satan.
Yeah, it's Satan.
Okay.
And who's due? He doesn't have any of these. He sucks.
Good job, dude.
And that
I'm proud of you.
and that's what minor blood looks like right there for non-Satans. Is just the blue dot.
Okay.
So what's Arden's major bloodline? I must know.
Nothing. He's just some scrub.
Man.
Well, he
But
doesn't
he
need
becomes
to.
the king, right?
Yeah.
He's the next bloodline.
Yeah.
He's marking out the Arden niche.
If you remember at the beginning of this chapter, this guy was like, well, I'll just see which way the wind blows regarding this whole invasion shit. And then after half the country, or I guess it's a fourth of the country, because this is only southern Augusta, Augustry, whatever. Who even knows? He's like, oh, maybe I should actually send out my troops. And Fury's been waiting in the castle this entire time. And she's looking for a Prince Levin.
I'm sure they're totally not related.
Yeah. Oh, no, Fury is not related to Levin.
Jesus, everybody in Levin's country green-haired?
Yes. No, some of them aren't.
Oh, man.
But she is.
These bangs are all just ginormous. I feel like I'm watching Nanoha.
Yeah. This game revels in being from the 90s. Everybody is either got bangs or sideburns.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, the king of the country was like, yo, they're gonna execute Levin at Evans. Spoilers to Recruiter, you need to talk to her with, Levin. And she deploys with a squad of Pegasus Knights, and those Pegasus Knights' lives do not matter to me at all, and I'm going to kill them for XP. And then talk to her, and she's gonna be like, alright, sweet, I'll join your army.
Suddenly dudes.
Yeah. So, a fairly significant force of guys has shown up. but that's all we're going to do for tonight. Next time we'll conquer another 4th of Augusta, Augustry. I don't really remember how the country's name is, but we'll also maybe start chapter 3. I don't know. Chapter 3. We'll figure it out next time.
That sounds fair. Okay.